Hey y'all, it's me and a nap. I'm trying to see, should I have put some lotion on my face? My face looks so dry. It's me, Oma Oshun, and her trusty sidekick, Gizmo, who's mad because I put his little shirt on because he was shaking. And come show your outfit. Now he's got an attitude because he's got his little Old Navy shirt on. He was shaking this morning because it's kind of chilly. And I had cut the heater off because I'm hot flashes, child. So he mad. Okay, what I came in to talk about was yesterday something. Oh, let me tell y'all why I didn't make a video yesterday. Yesterday I was in my feelings because no one showed up for my sickle cell interview that was on Twitter. Like, none of my friends or anybody showed up. And my feelings were hurt that nobody that knows me showed up. And I know a lot of my friends didn't even know that I didn't know how bad my sickle cell was until 2015. And it was towards the end of 2015. And I didn't really say, I didn't really talk about it until last year. And I still only told a select few people that that is what my problem is. So when I said that I was going to do this Twitter interview, I had put it on my Instagram. I mentioned it here on my channel and, of course, on my Facebook. And nobody showed up. So my little feelings was hurt. So I didn't make a video yesterday. But I've gotten over that. We just going to press forward. Hopefully I can do another interview and then people will be more supportive. But anyway, that was why you didn't get a video yesterday. But today, I want to talk about something that's extremely serious to me, and that is suicide. I saw two incidences where people have committed suicide on Facebook Live. Like, both of these things came across my Facebook timeline. Not the actual video, of course, but articles where a 20-something-year-old actor, he committed suicide live on Facebook Live, and a 14-year-old girl who was in foster care at the time. She had been in foster care, I think they said, for like 7 years. Because I don't know what happened between her and her mom, but her mom did an interview and she was saying that, she had put her daughter in foster care thinking that things would be better for her child, and then her child ends up committing suicide on Facebook Live, like she hung herself. And I'm just trying to understand how people can, for one, I know that when people do that, they are crying out for help. To broadcast yourself committing suicide is a cry for help. But no one got there in time. Like the young lady, it said that I guess her friend saw her broadcast and was able to call somebody to get to the house. But they were too late. By the time the police got there, I think she was already unconscious, and she couldn't be revived, or, whatever. I think the young man shot himself. But his situation is different. I think I don't want to speak on that. I just want to speak on the fact that there are so many hurting people in this world. When people commit suicide, it is a serious cry for help. And normally, people that commit suicide have been trying to get people's attention, and for whatever reason, they were unable to. Because most people don't just jump up and commit suicide without some type of red flags, like something is going on, and they feel like they've tried to get your attention, and nobody heard them, so they take their lives. We're going to be doing some healing that revolves around the heart chakra, which is the center, which is our love center. Not only where we receive love, but we're actually able to give love out. Because if your heart center is blocked, love can't get there. And I think a lot of people commit suicide because they don't have a deep enough connection to self, because they're hurt and they feel like no one hears them. They feel like no one loves them. And the thing with love is you have to love yourself first before you can expect anybody to love you. I mean, there have been times when I haven't been in a relationship and I've been by myself, but I actually enjoy my company. Like, just me. I can have fun with myself. And I think that stems from me being an only child. And I've had to keep myself company basically all my life. Like, I've never been in a situation where there was always somebody there. It was just me and my mom. And my mom was, a really quiet type person to herself. And I think I picked, a lot of those traits up. I'm extremely quiet, but I enjoy my own company. And I think a lot of people, when they're in positions where they take their own lives, is because they don't even like themselves. They haven't gotten to the point where they can put themselves first and really, really love themselves. So I really want us to do some work around self-love and some work around love. It's coming up to Valentine's Day, and I know everybody wants a Valentine. You want somebody to love. And this is the time of year where people really get depressed. Like, you don't have nobody. You want somebody. You just broke up with somebody. The somebody that you want is with somebody else. So we're going to do some work around love and healing and opening up these chakras so we can draw that love to us. And then be able to send some of that love out to the universe. But it just hurt my heart when I heard that child had killed herself. Because I used to work in the foster care system. I used to be a counselor at a group home, and I know how, how the children feel that have been taken away from their biological family. It's disheartening. I mean, it really is, to see kids that have been uprooted from their families, because no matter what's going on with their parents, if their parents are on drugs or abusive or whatever, those kids still love their parents, really love their parents. And this young lady, she had to have been really hurt and just felt like no one loved her to commit suicide. And I just want us, especially women, to get an understanding that we have to love ourselves first before we can expect anybody to love us. We have to love ourselves, and we have to get to a point where we make ourselves happy. If I don't give anything else to my granddaughters, I want them to have that sense of security in self, where they won't be looking for, outsiders to love them more than they love themselves. I mean, of course, I love them with everything that I have, and I'm hoping that I can pass down some of these quirky things that I have to my granddaughters, because I would hate for them to think that nobody loves them, after and teenage years are difficult. We all go through that. The hormones are acting crazy, and you just don't know. So parents out there, pull your kids closer to you when they're teenagers. They going through all kind of stuff, but they need that love. They really, really do. I mean, pray for that young lady's family and the young man. Pray for his family also, because suicide is serious. And we're just in this weird time right now where people are unhappy. They don't. The world is just tripped out right now. It's so much anger and frustration. So people like myself who are light workers need to be out here just, sprinkling a little juju here, a little juju there, throwing out some love energy. If you want to call it magic, call it magic. I'm just walking around sprinkling love dust on everybody that I can. Say bye, Gizmo. Come say bye. I know you're mad at Mommy. Mommy gonna take this shirt off you because this done pissed you off. Look at your little arm. Your little arm that came all out the little armhole. Say bye, Poodle. Bye. I love you guys. If no one else told you that you are loved today, you are loved. Do you hear me? Now get you some rose quartz for next week, because we're going to get our little love. We're going to make us up some little juju bags for love. So get you a rose quartz or a clear quartz for next week. Get ready. Get ready. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.